challenge is on.
I was challenged to turn him loose
Oh,
and see if I
God.
can catch him again.
I think he knows it, right? You do it on purpose. I would do that with
The
mine.
owner was complaining about me putting his rope on the ground. This was an ongoing issue that I found comical.
Hopefully it doesn't turn into sex. Normal guys, like you can get at. And now we're mad. You're going to run the crap out of him. Well, that actually went as well as I had actually expected it to. And you had expected it? I really think he's gonna cruise through stuff. I think his like I said, his bravery is good. It's a suspicion that holds me back. Not knowing why he wants.
Okay, so this is how I try to get the horse to turn around and make it his idea to be with me. I'm going to follow him at his hip where his hind leg kind of joins his body. The idea is to make that pressure of my following him uncomfortable enough that he's going to turn to see why I'm following him, so he will turn and face me. At that moment, I would back up or turn and walk away depending on how much attention he puts on me and how forward he feels towards me in that moment. Here, where he chooses to leave me instead of staying in the comfort of my company, I immediately went back to chasing his hip because he left. I wanted to make it exceptionally uncomfortable for that decision, so that's why I lunged at his hip. My body language should be a very focused, intense stare on his hip. This should give him the impression that if given a chance, I might even bite him. So I picked up my personal pace because he became very comfortable with me just following him around at the walk. I needed it to feel like pressure, and he was no longer feeling it as pressure.
So what I'm looking for is him to turn and face me.
Because horses are pattern animals, you're going to see that that one time Zultan thought to look at me is going to be the exact same spot that he's going to think to look at me again. The trick is to find these patterns so that you can be ready to react the instant that he thinks to look again. Here he thinks about it again.
Oh, that.
Now watch as he comes across the screen again. You're going to see a minor hesitation in his stride, and that is also a thought. Learning how to read their thoughts helps you not give up. It would be easy to just assume this isn't working and give up or try something different. But if you have belief in how you're reading the horse, you'll get what you're looking for. And there it is.
So the idea here is to make him believe that the better deal is to want to be with me instead of me chasing him. If I'm lucky, he'll come up to me. And it's kind of like his way of saying, game over, you win, I'm with you. If he loses interest or walks away, then the chase goes back on.
My bending over in front of him is inviting him to come to me. I usually add the word here as the verbal cue to approach me. My body language and projected intent is completely different now. I might smile and seem to pat my legs in a here boy way that you might call a puppy. He should feel safe, and I should look warm and friendly. This is much different from my following body language. That should seem assertive, confident, and with a strong sense of purpose. The hope now would be that he would be connected enough to want to stay with my energy, that he will follow me as I walk off. Unfortunately, this horse has a mistrusting relationship with humans to this point, and it's a challenge to get him to believe in connection.
And then I'm going to see if he'll walk with me. He hasn't given me both eyes completely yet there. I'm going to ask him to walk with me. Let's say it's faster now. Sorry. But, you know, this game. Here. Here.
I mean, that's gonna be fine. You kind of use you think it's
Yeah. Oh, I didn't feel that.
you kind of lean it, right? When you touch his side, your ribs to it.
Yeah, I didn't get that first time. If I did, then I might have been chased for it. So as long as you stay focused on me, I'm not going to take focus off of me or go direct for them. I'd like to get him to follow me.
Once they start to make the decision to follow you, it's very tempting to turn and look at them and praise them. However, don't hesitate in your step and be committed to walking off. They will latch on much more confidently if you don't hesitate.
Is that done? Is that? Is that done? That? So all I'm doing is telling him that his focus has to stay on me. Or this game goes on again. He chose to leave it on his own with that. But he's already thinking about coming and saying, you know what, maybe
Can you tell when he's thinking about it again?
But he's already telling me he wants to turn. I gave him a little bit of a back off.
If you guessed right about here on his last lap, you were correct. Because I read his body and thought, I knew to be ready to back off if his pattern proved true. I knew to keep expecting the answer I was looking for in that spot.
Here. Here. Give him opportunity to do the right thing. Here. Here. Here.
Because he stepped away in a guarded way, I decided to stay longer and just pet him. This exercise is not designed to make him afraid of me.
That time. When it doesn't just square up, it lets you protect him. You've got to lean to him now.
If I lose him, I keep trying to offer him my shoulder or my hip to latch onto by moving his front. As long as he keeps his attention on me, I keep asking his front end to reconnect. If his attention were to have gone off of me, I would have set chase again on his hip.
So he's got a little hesitation about moving towards the camera. See if I get him to walk a little bit further this way. He's choosing where his boundary is. So I'm going to try and help him past that.
Here I thought to offer him a hand gesture he might recognize as a leading forward hand that I would normally use if he were on a lead rope. I offered the hand gesture as a way to support his confidence. If he was doubting he knew the right answer to this game, that would help him make the connection that yes, I am supposed to be walking with you.
I want him to walk off gently. See if I can bring him back to me.
I very gently swing my rope in the direction of his hip to encourage him to square up and face me better.
Here. 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 Here.
I do allow potty breaks.
You're welcome. Here.
Now watch how his head turns left. I have to be very careful not to put too much pressure on him at this exact moment, or else he will leave to his left.
Trying to give his face a sense of direction. My hand pointing is where I want him to head. My other hand is driving him and giving him a sense of movement.
As soon as it seems like he got the right answer, all of my suggestions end and we just walk off together. Thank you for watching Zultan's journey.